Hello everyone, today we are going to go over valid palindrome for some blind 75 C++ code today. And now before we even get started, I'm just going to write out exactly what we need to do to break down the question. So we have our input, what data structure / algorithm / technique to use, what to do with the data, and then our output. Alright, so now breaking down the question. A phrase palindrome is after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters, removing all non-alphanumeric characters. It reads the same forward and backwards. Alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers, such as given to string S, return true if it is a palindrome, or false otherwise. So let's look at an example. So input, we are given a string, and you can even look at the parameters at the same time up here. I'll break it down, and it looks like we will return a true or false condition, and booleans are set to true. Default, and false otherwise. Well, if we set a condition, turn. Alright, so a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. True. Such as like, okay, so it's like, damn it, I'm mad. Spelled backwards is damn. Damn it. I'm mad. There you go. Yay! Damn it, I'm mad. Spelled backwards is damn it, I'm mad. Oh, damn! That's a palindrome, for the most part. Okay, so that's the same thing. We gotta check to see if it is a palindrome or if it's not a palindrome because all the letters. Okay. Race a car, and this is not a palindrome. Because it needs to be the same type of word forward and backwards. Alright, and that's the same. Space, that is also a palindrome, just looking over example 3 as well. Alright, and so the technique we're actually going to be using this time is going to be 2 pointers in this case, where it's not, or 2 pointers, you literally have 1 point at the end, you have your left and your right, and it's like binary search, but it's not binary search because 2 pointers is not divide and conquer, and you don't have a middle type of variable whatsoever. You literally just have 2 pointers where it's just going to be your left and your right of your string. And it looks like what we're going to be doing for our steps is that we're going to initialize our 2 pointers left and right. Then what we're going to do is loop until we're going to be expanding upon the relationship between left and right pointers, and it looks like what we're doing is we're going to move the left pointer towards the right until it points to an alpha numeric character. So left is going to increment. And then we're going to move the right pointer towards the left until it points to an alpha numeric character. And then if the left and right pointers are not the same, we return false. We move the left pointer one step to the right and the right pointer one step to the left. And we would just be returning true as our default. Alright, now just to be able to go over our entire pseudocode steps, we're going to be doing first initialize. Left is going to be 0, and then int right, since we want the rightmost of the string, it's going to be s.length -1 accordingly. And then we're going to expand upon the relationship of them. While left is less than right, what we are going to be doing is while left is less than right, and this is also called from the STL library, is an alinum is one way to be able to check between the two pointers from the STL library. Right over here, we're going to increment our left and make sure you have your semicolons and such, and then we are going to move while the left is less than the right, and this is also accounting for the right side. Right is going to decrement until we have reached them all together, so we can discern exactly if it's a palindrome or not. And by default, given the fact that we even have an empty string as one of the examples, we will then return everything to true. And now we're going to be focusing on the left side by using toLower, which is also a technique called from the STL library. Left if toLower is not equal to, if the left is not equal to the right, which it should be, as right, we're going to return false, and then accordingly until we reach them all together, we're going to move the left pointer up and the right pointer down, and by default we are going to be returning true right over here. Make sure it's all right. Make sure your conditions are all set. All right, it passes all the test cases. Let me just clean this up for you folks. Alright, here we go. Let me just double check. Remove the white space. Just good practice. Here we go. And it works. Okay, and now to give a rundown of our space and time complexity for the following. So our time complexity, given the fact that we are dealing with string and we're also dealing with the number of characters that we're also scanning through at the same time, the time complexity is going to be O of n because of the nature of the string, and the program will also run in accordance in constant time with the string, because as the string gets bigger, the time for the program to actually complete will also get bigger as well. And then for anything with space, since we're not using a data structure to store anything, it's going to be linear O of 1, since we're just scanning through the entire string for every single character. And yeah, that was Valid Palindrome. Thank you again for taking time to watch this. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. And as always, cheers. Take care. Bye-bye.